All right. We're live.
Welcome to episode 5 of the Triathlon Preview Show. This is going to be an interesting episode. We are reviewing Ironman 70.3 World Championships, Challenge Penticton, and Ironman Venice.
Vichy.
Vichy, there you go. Obviously, we have Emily with us.
Hey, everybody.
Emily, give us a little information on who's sponsoring this episode.
Yeah, so this episode is brought to you by our friends at PowerBar. If you go online to powerbar.com and enter the code TPS15, you'll get 15% off. They've got everything you need from pre-race, during the race, after the race. They just reformulated their new Harvest bars, which I love, kind of a granola bar type thing. Great for during and after your workouts. So check them out at powerbar.com, TPS15, and you'll get 15% off your order.
Awesome. So the first race we have is Challenge Penticton. There's a full and a half, but the pro race is the half. So Emily, give us a little information on this race.
Yeah, so last year the pro race was the full, and this year they made it the half, which I think is good. I think it'll attract a bigger field. The swim course is just one loop in Okanagan Lake. And then the bike course is all the challenging parts of the old Ironman Canada course. So it's very hard and hilly. So that'll definitely break up the field. And then the run is just a one loop run out to Ska Lake and back. In the women's field, we have a good field. You got Melanie McQuaid, her first race back after a successful Ironman debut at Whistler. You got Jen Spielander, who's going to be out of the water in front. Leslie Smith, who has had a great season and kind of comes back hard on the run. You've got Jen Annett, who lives in Penticton, is a really solid biker, was third at Whistler. Mackenzie Madison, who was fourth at Whistler, and Kate Bevilacqua, who just was the overall, beating all the dudes at Ultraman Canada. So be interesting to see how her legs are doing after that big effort a few weeks ago. The men, we have Trevor Wertel, who lives around there, so definitely knows the course. Jeff Simons getting ready for his Kona debut, so I'm sure he's fit. Matt Lieto, David Giardini, who's going to be probably trying to drill it off the front. He'll lead out of the water, I would guess. And then you also have Mikey Twilzik doing a little Kona tune-up.
Awesome. Yeah, so a little half up there in the Canada side of things. So we have one more this weekend as far as we have full Ironman Venice. Give us a little information on that race.
Yep. So 2-loop swim, a 2-loop bike, which was described as mostly flat with some hilly sections, and then a 4-loop run, which was also flat. So the whole course, I think, is considered to be pretty fast. Men's side, you got Dirk Bockel coming back from an earlier injury this summer. Christian Brader, who has a strong bike and run. You don't see much of him, but he's a German guy. And then you have AJ Bauko, who is really focused on this event and I think is going in super fit. On the women's side, you got Natasha Bodman. She's ageless. I mean, I think she's 47. So way to go for her. She'll still be, I'm sure, pretty fast. And then you have Alyssa Godesky, North American, trains over in Virginia. She's doing her second Ironman in a week. So it'll be interesting to see how she pulls up after Copenhagen last week. But she's done things like the Western States 100 before she became a triathlete. So she's used to pain, and I'm sure she'll feel it.
Awesome. Yeah, so an Ironman there. Now, as you guys have all been waiting for, the Ironman 70.3 Worlds update. Emily, give us a little information on this.
Yeah, so this segment is brought to you by Zoot. zootsports.com. You can check them out. If you give us a review on iTunes or leave a comment on the TRS Triathlon preview that we put up every week with the code phrase I love Zoot shoes, you'll be entered to win a free pair of shoes. They recently just came out with 2 new models, the Diego, which is kind of your high mileage, max cushioning type shoe, great for Ironman training, marathon training, just sturdy shoe, but not too heavy. And then also the Laguna, which is a lighter shoe, but it's still got some sturdiness to it. So you can use it as your race shoe since it's pretty light, or all the way up to those, longer kind of training runs. So really good line coming out, and they're doing good things. So check them out at zootsports.com. And then if you want to leave us a comment, I love Zoot shoes, put it in there, and you'll be entered to win a free pair of shoes. And now we are going to chat with Elliot Bassett, who is Ben Hoffman's coach, among others, and Mark Bosted, a 70.3 athlete who's been training in Boulder, about 70.3 worlds.
Thanks for listening to the roundtable discussion with Elliot and Mark. Don't forget to shop at Power Bar and use the code TPS15. Also, leave us a review on iTunes or comment on the TRS Triathlon preview article using the saying, "I love Zoot shoes." If you do that, you'll be entered to win a free pair of Zoot shoes. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, everyone. All right.